Your first sign that you are ready, you are indeed ready, is that you are satisfied and complete being alone with no relationship. When you do that, or when you are satisfied with being alone, it makes it very easy for you to walk away from any toxic relationship. See, because one reason why many people don't walk away from toxic relationship is that they are scared of being alone. How can you be single and you are scared of being alone? Being alone, or the idea of being alone, just terrifies you. You don't want to be alone. So when they are done with you here, you are very quick to go and jump into something else. It's because you are not yet satisfied, and that's a big sign that you don't even need a relationship. Hello, Unfiltered community. Welcome to yet another episode of Unfiltered with Love Babajide. And if this is your first time coming across this podcast, here we talk about real, raw, amazing things. I mean, we have conversations that can help shape your life. And the goal for this conversation is to question the narratives, challenge mindsets, and ensure that we all become better persons, okay? And we have amazing episodes from the past. You want to check them out. But today, we are going to talk about something special. I call it something special because it's something that so many people need to know. This is a question that many people are asking me. And the question is, love. How do I know that I am ready for marriage? Now, today we're talking about signs that you will see, or things that will show that you are ready for marriage. Are you ready? Because I am ready. All right, let's get right into today's video. Welcome back. All right, so today, like I said, we're talking about things that you need to know, or signs that shows that you're ready for a relationship. Now, number one, the first thing is that you are satisfied being the way you are. You are satisfied without a relationship, okay? What do I mean? I mean that you are complete, you are okay, you are secured and satisfied even without a relationship. You see, the cure for your insecurity is not jumping into a relationship. The cure for your low self-esteem is not being in a relationship, because most times people think that they are going to get over the way they are feeling, or they are going to get over their insecurity by just being in a relationship with someone else. It doesn't work that way. In fact, if you are not okay being single, you don't have any business being in a relationship, and that's just the truth. Okay, so your first cue, your first sign that you are ready, you are indeed ready, is that you are satisfied and complete being alone with no relationship. Now, when you do that, or when you are satisfied with being alone, it makes it very easy for you to walk away from any toxic relationship. See, because one reason why many people don't walk away from toxic relationship is that they are scared of being alone. How can you be single and you are scared of being alone? Like, being alone, or the idea of being alone, just terrifies you. You don't want to be alone. So when they are done with you here, you are very quick to go and jump into something else. It's because you are not yet satisfied. And that's a big sign that you don't even need a relationship. So if you know that you are okay the way you are, you feel complete and whole already, then it's a good sign that you are ready to be in a relationship. The second sign that you are ready to be in a relationship is that you have something substantial doing with your life. You are doing something with your life. I'm very tired of seeing many people who are not doing anything with their life. They don't even know what their purpose is. They don't know, they don't have any skill, they don't have anything. They want to be in a relationship. And let me talk to the ladies right now. You think, or if you are one person who think that being in a relationship without having something you are doing with your life is a flex, I'm telling you now that it's not a flex. And that's why when you are in a relationship with somebody, the first thing you do is to ask them for money, because you are not taking care of yourself, or you don't think that you can be taken care of outside a relationship. Okay, so if you have something substantial to do with your life, it's a good sign that you are ready for a relationship. It doesn't mean that you have everything figured out. It doesn't mean that you have a lot of money, like some men they make mistake thinking that I'm not ready for a relationship until I have $1 billion in my account. Okay? Even when you have $1 billion in your account, you may not be ready for a relationship, because by that time you are going to be attracting different kind of people, hungry people, people that have family problems, are looking for a man to help them sort it out. They are going to come to your doorstep, and it's going to become much more difficult to get into a relationship at that point. So your second sign that you are really ready is that you have something doing with your life. You have discovered your purpose. You know where you want to go in life. You know, okay, when you know it, then it's a good sign that you are ready to be in a relationship. Kintiko? All right. Number 3 is age. Yes, age. How old are you? How old are you? You are 13 years old. You want to start a relationship. When will you marry? To your long. When will you marry? Right? So I know that we say a lot of times that age is just a number, age is just, but when it comes to relationship, I personally believe that your age is a major factor, right? Is a good factor, right? It's a pointer to whether you're ready or not. Because if you're 13 and you want to be in a relationship, number 1, why do you need that relationship? Number 2, when are you planning to get married? If you are 13 or you are 15, let me be modest. If you are 15 and you are thinking about getting into a relationship, the question is not whether or not a relationship is good or bad for you. No, the question is, when are you going to get married? Because if you're 15 and you intend to get married, let's even say at 20, that's 5 years apart. 5 years is a freaking long time for you to be in a relationship with somebody. It's a long time, right? Because you can't guarantee that you will not sleep with the person. You can't guarantee that you will not impregnate each other before you even say you are getting married. You can't guarantee it. A lot of things can happen within that period of time. And again, at 15, at 18, you don't know too many things. Oh, yes, I know. Because when I was 18, I thought every other person was stupid and they didn't know what love was. At that time, I was in love with somebody. So I thought every other person did not understand life. They're just jealous people. They don't want me to. But the truth is that at 18, you cannot really guarantee that you'll make the best choice because you have not had too many experiences. You have not had so many experiences. You don't really know what you want in life, right? At 18, it's not so clear. Even if you have an idea of what God wants you to do, at 18, you still need to give yourself to a lot of exposure, a lot of trainings, so that when you eventually even get into that relationship, you will not destroy yourself and destroy the other person, right? So age is a factor to a large extent. There's an age where you are way too young, right, for such a thing. So check your age, think about it, reflect. Another thing about age is if you are young, very young, 18, and you want to be in a relationship, if the person is even now older than you, they can make you do things that you don't want to do. It's easy to manipulate you when you don't know so much, when you are that young. You are still naive. And of course, relationship is not a bad thing, but at that age, you have other things calling for your attention. You have other things that you should be focusing on. And I think that you should just give your attention to those things rather than wanting to be in a relationship at that age. So check your age. When you check your age and you see that you have gotten to a point where you can make some basic decisions, okay, that may be a good time. Although this is just my opinion anyways. Just my opinion anyways. And people are fast growing in knowledge, okay? I know that people say that somebody can be 30 and they don't know what an 18-year-old knows. But with age comes emotional maturity to a large extent. With age comes a level of clarity, a level of maturity. So you want to keep that in check to know whether you are ready for a relationship. All right, the next sign that you are ready for a relationship is that you are emotionally mature. I laugh in Spanish. The reason I'm laughing is because there are a lot of things that involves your emotions when it comes to relationship. Your relationship needs your emotion. So you have to be emotionally mature to be in a relationship, right? If they talk to you or tell you that you have done something wrong, do you go around crying or do you just get angry? Okay, you need to be emotionally mature because your relationship to a large extent involves your emotions. You've not learned how to manage your emotions. It's going to affect how you relate with other people. So check. You want to go into a relationship, fine, beautiful, but are you emotionally matured? If your partner does something that you don't like, how will you take on from there? What do you do? Okay, you have to be emotionally mature. You must be able to understand your environment and be emotionally intelligent. That's a major sign, right? And for those people who are already in relationship, check your partner. Is the person emotionally mature? If you are sad, for example, or if you go to a gathering where people are sad and you show up smiling, It's a sign that there's something wrong with your emotional intelligence. There's something wrong. The ability to be sympathetic, to sympathize with people, empathize with people, is a good sign that you're emotionally mature. So are you emotionally mature? If you're emotionally mature, you may just be ready for a relationship. Okay? So your emotional maturity there could also mean that you have learned how to take no for an answer. See, there are people that don't take no for an answer. Since they were young, their parents gave them everything they wanted. Mommy, I want this, take it. Daddy, I want this, take it. But now you are growing up, you want to be in a relationship. Can you take no for an answer? There are times when your partner is saying, no, no, we're not doing it like that. And you must be cool with it. You must be able to be cool when somebody says no to you. Okay? So being emotionally mature also means that you're working on your thoughts. You put your thoughts under control. Ladies, let me talk to us right now. We are, most times, a lot of us are overthinkers. You call your partner right now, he's not picking up his call. You are calling him 3 times, he's not answering his call. The first thing that comes to your mind is, maybe he's with another girl now. You're not emotionally mature. You're not, because what if that person is in the middle of a meeting? What if that person is left their phone at home, or they misplaced their phone, or they are charging their phone somewhere? So you must be able to put your thoughts under control, or else you just lose your mind if you're in that relationship. So it's very important. That's a good sign that you are ready for a relationship. Okay, so your next sign that you're ready for a relationship is that you have standards. You have standards. But now, not just that you have standards, you are also that kind of person. You are someone that is working towards meeting up with your standard, or someone that is working towards leveling up his or her life. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. There are people that have standards that they themselves cannot keep. Okay, they have expectations of other people, but they themselves are falling short. So if you have standards, or you are somebody who has high expectation in life, you should be working towards becoming, meeting up with that your standard. Okay, because you have to be that kind of person that somebody wants to date. Okay, you have to be that kind of person that someone wants to date. You can't be a guy now, you don't know how to dress, and you are saying, I love my ladies looking good. You unko, can you dress well? Do you know how to dress? So that's a sign that you are ready for a relationship. When you have a standard and you are working towards meeting that standard, you are working towards being that person that you really want to be. It's a good sign. Okay, because you cannot sit down somewhere now, you are having a high expectation, or what do you call it, an unnecessarily high expectation of someone else, and you yourself, you're not willing to level up, you're not willing to work towards it. Okay, so it's a major thing that you have to pay attention to. You have to pay attention to it. You have standards, you have set boundaries, and you're also working by that boundary. Now let me talk a bit about the boundary part. Right, before you can say that you are ready for a relationship, you must have personal boundaries. I don't know if you have heard me say that on this channel, on this podcast. Right, you must have boundaries, and you must be willing to also respect other people's boundaries. For example, if you don't like somebody calling you 10 p.m. at night, you say people should not call me 10 p.m. at night, and you are in somebody's DM calling the person at night. That means you have set a boundary that you are not even willing to keep yourself. Okay, so a good sign that you are ready for a relationship is that you can set boundaries, have standard, and stick to it, and keep it, and respect other people's boundaries and standards too. All right, so if that is done, it's a good sign. It's a good sign we can consider you for a relationship. These are just my own personal opinions anyways. Now, another sign that you are ready for a relationship is that you have learned how to build relationship with people. I mean, non-romantic relationships with people. If, for example, you are having problems with your parents at home, you are not ready for a relationship. You are fighting your parents, you are fighting your siblings, you fight your church members, you fight everybody, and you want to get into a relationship. You don't need it. Please step aside. Okay, that's a sign that you're not ready. But if you are somebody who has been able to build other relationship with other people, people who are not necessarily in love, romantic love with you, you have been able to work with them, build relationship with them, that's a good sign that you're ready for a relationship. So the next time you want to come and ask me if you are ready for a relationship, just come to this episode and play it all over again and listen from the first point I mentioned up until the last one. The last but not the least is that you have healed. Healing. We have been stressing healing on this channel because only hurt people hurt people. Did you hear what I said? Hurt people hurt people. Okay, it means that if you have been hurt and you have not healed from it, you are a danger waiting to happen. You are a time bomb waiting to explode. Okay, so you must heal from past relationships. If you have not healed, if you are still in the group of men has come group chat, you don't need a relationship. Just stay where you are and ensure that you heal, because if you don't heal, you are going to bleed on someone else. All right, so love, am I ready for a relationship, or how do I know that I'm ready for a relationship? A good sign is that you have healed. You have healed. You're a lady listening to me right now. You believe that all men cheat because your dad cheated on your mom, and you are going around with that mindset. You're not ready for a relationship. No, you're not ready. Or you are somebody who believes that, oh, they should beat you when you are wrong. Like it's okay for a man to eat a woman. Because you see, or you've seen your dad do it, you've seen people around you do it. It just means that you're not ready. That's a sign that you're not ready for a relationship. So please stay away from relationship. But if you have healed, or you are in the journey of healing, it's a good sign, right? And let me now tell you that when you have not healed from past relationship, for example, and you jump into a new one, you're only going to destroy the other person. You are going to put him on the edge. You make that guy begin to walk on eggshell. You make that lady begin to walk on eggshell, and it's not necessary for them. So if you have not healed, please stay away from relationship. So the reason why you need to listen to all the things, the opinions I've shared in this episode, is because you see, relationship is a major aspect of your life. If you go into it, it becomes a major aspect of your life. It determines a whole lot about you. And personally speaking, I'm tired of seeing people get into a relationship when they have not met the, let me say, necessary requirements, right? If I can use that word, right? They don't even understand what love is. You don't know what love is. So when a guy slaps you, you think, he's correcting me. It's a major itch for me. It hurts me every time I see things like that happen. And the reason is because people get into a relationship without even checking whether they are ready for it or not. Okay? So listen to these opinions, go through it, apply it in your day-to-day dealings. Check your life. Am I ready? Am I ready for this relationship? Am I even ready for marriage? Do you know that some people are in relationship and they're not ready for marriage? Do you even know? So you ask them, this thing you are doing, where is it going to lead to? You say, we're just checking it. Let's see how it goes. My sister, if somebody tells you, let's see how it goes, is a red flag. It's a sign that they are not even ready for a relationship, let alone marriage. Okay? So I hope that this episode helps you to make better decisions in your relationship. And if you have learned a thing or two, do well to share it with somebody who might need it. Okay, there are people that need it to go and save somebody's life with this particular episode. Until I come your way again next time with something more valuable, as always, please stay unfiltered and stay true to yourself. Bye.